Friends, when we face a real-life challenge, our first reaction is often to avoid it or choose the easy way out. If you like this story, don't forget to subscribe to Inspired Mind. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a 10-year-old boy with his parents. The boy was cheerful and playful, and his parents loved him dearly. However, the boy always looked forward to visiting his grandfather's village, where he had many sweet memories. One day, after many years, his parents decided to take him to his grandfather's village. The boy was thrilled and packed his things quickly. The next morning, they set off for the village. Along the way, the boy asked many questions, eagerly waiting to reach the village. When they arrived, his grandfather was overjoyed to see them. The boy ran to his grandfather and hugged him tightly, talking excitedly. The village was full of trees, plants, fields, and gardens. Every day the boy would go out to play with his grandfather, exploring the fields, climbing trees, and picking fruits. One day, while playing, the boy asked his grandfather, "Grandpa, when I grow up, I want to be very successful. Can you tell me how to become successful?" His grandfather smiled and looked at him thoughtfully. He realized it was the perfect time to teach his grandson an important life lesson. The grandfather said, "Son, your thinking is right, but you are still young and might not fully understand what it takes for a plant to grow. But no worries, today I'll show you something that will answer your question." He took the boy to a plant shop where they bought 2 small plants. He took the boy to a plant shop where there were many small plants. Seeing all the plants in the shop, the boy was very happy. The grandfather looked around the shop, carefully observing different plants, and then he bought 2 small plants. The boy watched eagerly, wondering which plants his grandfather would choose. Back at home, the grandfather carefully planted one of the plants in a large pot and placed it by the window so it could get sunlight. The boy watched closely as his grandfather explained, "We will keep this plant indoors where it will be safe from the sun, rain, and wind." Next, the grandfather took the second plant outside and planted it in the garden. He told the boy, "This plant will have to face the sun, rain, wind, and animals. It will go through all kinds of natural challenges." The boy tried to understand what his grandfather was doing. The grandfather said, "Now we will take care of these 2 plants and observe them over time. You will see for yourself which plant grows stronger and bigger. What do you think? Which plant will grow better in the future?" The boy thought for a moment and replied, "Grandpa, I think the plant we kept indoors will grow better because it is safe from all the difficulties. The plant outside is at risk from the sun, storms, heavy rain, and animals." The grandfather smiled and said, "Okay, let's see what happens to these 2 plants in the future. Over time, you will understand how these plants grow and what lessons we can learn." 4 years passed, and the boy returned to his grandfather's village. Now older, he had many thoughts in his mind. Seeing his grandfather, the boy was happy and sat beside him. He said, "Grandpa, do you remember when I last visited? I asked you how to be successful in life, but you didn't give me a direct answer at that time. Now that I am older, I want to ask again. What should I do to be successful? Please tell me." The grandfather laughed and said, "Son, 4 years ago you asked me a question, and now you ask the same question again. During this time you must have learned and experienced a lot, but let me answer you today, using the lesson from our plants." He took the boy outside to the garden and showed him the 2 plants. The one planted indoors was still in the same pot, but its growth was slow and its leaves were weak. On the other hand, the plant outside had grown big and lush, with strong branches and healthy leaves, casting its shade over the entire courtyard. The boy was surprised and asked, "Grandpa, how is this possible? The plant inside was safe, yet it is so weak, and the plant outside, which faced so many difficulties, has become so strong." The grandfather replied, "As you see, the plant outside became strong because it faced challenges, harsh sunlight, storms, and rain. This made it resilient. But the plant inside, although safe, didn't face any difficulties, so it remained weak. The boy listened carefully and understood. The grandfather continued, "This is the same in life. If we want to be successful, we must face challenges and hardships. We must strive to improve our abilities and learn from every difficulty. Those who choose only the safe and comfortable path never realize their full potential." Similarly, in work life, if a person avoids difficult tasks and only does what is easy, they may feel good initially. But slowly, they will see that their colleagues, who are tackling tough jobs, are progressing and learning new skills. Eventually, they will feel left behind and realize their mistake. When we face challenges in real life, we gain new experiences and learnings. If we always choose the easy path, we miss out on those essential experiences that help us grow. Choosing the easy path may bring immediate comfort, but in the long run, it can keep us from achieving true success. This story teaches us that if you are ready to face your problems and always prepared for struggles, then no goal will be impossible for you to achieve. And then, even big problems will start to seem small. When we face a challenge in real life, our first reaction is often to avoid it or choose the easy path. This happens because of fear and insecurity in our minds. We think that by avoiding difficulties, we will avoid pain, but in reality, trying to escape challenges only provides temporary relief. The true beauty of life lies in facing our fears, standing up to difficulties, and ultimately surpassing the limits we set for ourselves. Friends, what did you learn from today's video? Let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video, so share it with someone who needs to hear this story, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's meet again in another video with a new message. Until then, take care. Thank you.